Good morning, everybody. Welcome into another episode of Saturday Morning Makes. I am so excited to be with you today. I am sorry that I missed last weekend. As you know, I've been a bit under the weather, and I've also had family stuff going on. And I'm going to broach this right now and tell you guys that I am thinking of discontinuing Saturday Morning Makes at the end of our third year. But I want to toss it out there to you guys and see if you want me to just continue Saturday Morning Makes when I can, and we'll all continue using the hashtag and seeing everybody's projects as people are able to post. I have some stuff changing in my life, as all of our lives do. And it's getting harder for me to create every weekend. Sometimes it's just not possible with things that are going on in my family. So, and with my life too. So I'm tossing it out there to you guys to see what you want. Saturday Morning Makes can be a hashtag that continues, just like Two Crafters, One Design, and all the other hashtags that are out there. You know, Die Cutting Monday, and I think it's Washi Tape Wednesday. There's a lot of different ones out there. But I'm not sure that I'll be able to come on every single week. I have design team commitments that I have to still continue to do no matter what. But there are going to be times when my life is pushing me in a different direction that is, where I'm supposed to be. So I know you guys can all understand that, especially those of you with, aging parents, children, etc. So I'm putting it out there, and I still will be creating, and I still will come on, and when I do, I'll probably hashtag Satmore Makes in there for whatever I'm creating. But I wanted to get your feedback and see what everybody thinks. I talked with Dianna, and Dianna said that she thinks we should continue the hashtag. The Facebook group will still be there. And of course, everybody still posts to Instagram, and we look at everybody's work there as well as here on YouTube. So I'm just putting it out there, and I wanted to see how you guys are feeling and what you would like. Certainly, we could just go back to not having this hashtag in use. If you guys feel that is best, please let me know. My channel will still be here. I'm not going to stop creating ever. It's part of who I am as a person. But I just may not be able to do it every single weekend. I'm having some challenges in my life, so I just wanted to toss that out there. I had a wonderful week looking at what everybody had created. I'm behind on looking because there are so many posts. My Scrapbook Loft, who is Judy, was using some beautiful stitching die cuts that she had received from Susan Tootsie Tucker. And I always love to hear when different people in the community are sharing things and creating things that they've received from others. So that was a lot of fun to see how Judy and Susan had worked together to have her projects come into being. Andrea, Marshall, and Nettie are doing a Halloween swap, and it's always fun to see what they're both up to. Our new Saturday Morning Maker, Brian Medlock, shared a whole bunch of his collage cards, and it was really interesting to see all the different ones that he was able to create. And I loved the Snowman series. That was my favorite, Brian, maybe because Christmas is close. I also watched Edwina's Elegant Creations. She made some beautiful gift bags, and she shared how she did the different gift bags that she made and all the measurements. So that was wonderful. UCY I'm a Diva, which is Lisa. She made some sunflower teacup tags, cards, a bag, beautiful projects. And of course, Melissa of Mo Creations is always so inspiring. They were doing, I think, tags this past week, and then this week it's pumpkins. So get out your pumpkins for Halloween and create with Two Crafters, One Design. And that's Melissa of Mo Creations, Gloria of Girliest Cards, and Lisa, who is UCY I'm a Diva. And there's many others that join in. Gail Banks Creates often joins in. Audrey joins in. So there's lots of, various people. When you type in the hashtag, you'll see all their projects. Marla's Crafty, I believe she did some snow globes. Her channel, Marla's Crafty. Polly's Pretty, she sewed some acorns, which I thought was fun to make a little bowl of sewn acorns for her kitchen for the fall season. Isabel of Isabel Crafts and Designs always shares so many beautiful things. She was doing a memory deck swap. She shared some beautiful rosettes. And of course, Sandra of Atelier Vintage Rose always is sharing beautiful things. And she was using the Shabby Art Boutique free ginger freebie, and she made a beautiful bag and all sorts of tags and stuff. Just, she's amazing. I love her channel too. All of you that create are so wonderful. All my friends over on Instagram posted beautiful projects. Ginger and Susan and Patty and Kim and Patty, let's see, who haven't I said? Sue Crozier and Lisa Adavasio, and so many of you post beautiful projects over on Instagram. Some of you are also posting into the Facebook group. Jana does an amazing job of keeping up with it, better so than me, lately anyway. But again, I'm just so grateful to each and every one of you that is part of this beautiful community, and also to Mary and all of the people that I see that really comment on almost everybody's videos. That is so appreciated, and to watch all the videos, it is definitely an undertaking of time, and it's something that time is not something that we all have. So Therese and all the different people that share their Saturday morning makes, both on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. You're all just wonderful. So I send my love out to all of you. Thank you for making this community so wonderful. And let's dive into my projects for today. So I have these two wonderful cards. These are both using Lily of the Valley images. And let me share the sets just so you know which sets they're coming from. This adorable little witch is from the Creepy But Cute stamp set, okay? And I don't own the actual photopolymer set. It's available in their store. They just sent me the digital to work with, okay? And this is that stamp set with all these cute little witches and even a little bat sitting in on a skull. So just a really fun set, and I used that to create this adorable card. And I did do some embossing using a stamp from Impression Obsession. And I'll show you what I did here. I used, this is an Alessa Baker stamp. It's D9184. I don't know that this is available anymore. This was purchased when they were still doing their red rubber cling sets, but maybe it'll come out in a set eventually on the, and you could check Frantic Stamper, has a lot of Alessa Baker's stamps in stock. Okay, so there's two different moons that she had done, or however you want to look at them. And I used this one and embossed it on the background of my card right here. And then the other thing that I used is I wanted there to be kind of like a moonlight path that she was walking across. And so I took out some stamps called Gorgeous Grunge from Stampin' Up. This is from many years ago, so I doubt that this is still available, but you could certainly check resale sites for it. And I just made a pathway of moonlight kind of coming down through the card, and then again I embossed with white embossing powder. So that's how I got the look of this card. And then this black is a glitter cardstock, okay, and that's a die from Pretty Pink Posh that I used for this rectangle, okay. So that's how this card turned out, just very simple and sweet for Halloween. And those are the stamp sets that I used. And then the other card, let me see, let me set these behind me so they don't get in my way. Oops. Okay, so this other card uses this Penguins and Reindeer stamp set, okay? And I chose two of the reindeer. I chose this one with the little gingerbread right here. And then I also chose, what's the other one? It's this one. It's this one here with the star. Okay, so that's called Penguins and Reindeer from LOTV. And this is the card that I created. It is a mini slimline card. And I colored the two reindeer with Copic markers as well as watercolor pencils. And I did the same with this one. So there is watercolor pencil in addition to the Copic marker, and then also some white gel pen highlights, okay? And I did add a pair of the glasses from Hobby Lobby to one of the reindeer, and the other one is enjoying a gingerbread cookie. And this little stamp in the center here is from their Christmas, I believe it's called Christmas Tag set. And this is, again, a digital stamp set that I purchased from Lily of the Valley. But right now, they have a lot of these sets in photopolymer. So if there's some of these sets that you've been wanting, Lisa just did a big restock, and she has a lot of these coming in, including a new round sentiment set that has snowflakes in it, which I just love. It's gorgeous. So lots of fun ideas in their shop for sentiments too, along with all of these adorable critters. Okay, so that's those two cards. One is for Halloween and one is for Christmas. And then just so you know what dies, I also use this Photoplay mini slimline die set, okay, to make my rectangles and on the insides of these cards, okay. So that's how I did this. And then this red gingham paper that I used on this card is also from this Gingerbread Kisses paper pad at My Creative Time. And I love this paper pad. It's probably one of my very favorite paper pads of all times. It has gingers, candies, gingham, words. So just such a fun paper pad. So that is what I used to create that. And now we're going to kind of switch gears a little bit, and I'm going to show you the cards that I made with new products from Adorn It and Dianna Marcum. Okay, so let me show you the sets that came in the mail from them. These are the actual Stamp Club sets. If you are part of the Recipe Stamp Club, these are the sets that come in the club sets. Okay, so and the ones that I used are from the current set, the current release. So this is the Pumpkin Pecan Coffee Cake stamp, and at the bottom it has this cute little heart and berry cluster, which you could then cut out if you wanted to and pop it up, or also use it in different ways on your card. So this is an additional stamp at the bottom. And then the add-on is this adorable scarecrow, and it's a dad and his son sitting on a hay bale holding a pumpkin. And I just think it's adorable. Then they have this beautiful pumpkin image with a candle. There's some leaves and a little acorn and leaves and a little leaf frond down here. And then we have this pumpkin here, which says gratitude is the best attitude. There it is right there. Isn't that cute? And then the last one is a pumpkin scene with an apple in it and leaves and berries. So there's that one. So those are the two sets, and these are the sets that I worked with for my projects today. Okay, but since I have you here, I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the other things that they sent. So next month's sets are turkey noodle soup, okay, and this one this one is a sweet recipe for turkey noodle soup, and it kind of has a back portion. Like if you make this into a tag, the directions for putting it together are here, and you could put that on the back of the tag if you wanted. And then there's also a leaf emblem, and then there's this little acorn bunch, which I used in the background of one of my cards. And then there's a give thanks. So that is that set, okay? And the add-on for that set includes this beautiful basket image, and you know how much I love baskets, and this one is full of apples and sunflowers and berries. There's this a fun eat pie image, which I just love. I think this would be so cute to make tags with for Thanksgiving when you're sending pie home with somebody, or just to use anytime for any type of pie gift. And because it just says eat pie, and it could certainly be berry pie or any type of pie that you want to make. And then there's this cute little acorn. And then in the center here, it says gather together, which would be wonderful for Thanksgiving. It's a beautiful sentiment. And then you have this lovely pumpkin right here. So a beautiful pumpkin image. And there's some little birds singing at the top. And it says, I will sing God's name in song and glorify him with thanksgiving. And so you could do this image with the birds and then also have that on there too. So that is the next month's offerings. And then if that wasn't enough, Dianna drew these adorable turkeys. And there is a girl and a boy turkey all dressed for Thanksgiving. And so those are going to be really fun to create with and make some tags or cards with. And then there's two big additional stamp sets that are the 6x8, I believe, size. And these ones have acorns, as well as this cute little image here that says autumn is the season to find contentment at home. And it has a beautiful home scene in the bottom of the acorn. There's You're My Favorite Nut with a little acorn next to it. And then there's more acorns here. And then there's this, let the seasons change as they may, but hold fast to your true friends. So that's a beautiful image too. It would be wonderful for a friendship card. And then there's another acorn up here. So that is a gorgeous set. And then the last set has these different, it has a beautiful like fairy house in it right here. And you can see there's some bleeding heart kind of drooping over the top of the roof. And there's little mushrooms and a snail in front of the little fairy house. It's so, so cute. I can't wait to color that. And then there's this one that says, advice from a mushroom, be down to earth, start from the ground up, stay well-rounded, know when to show up, keep a low profile, and never stop growing. So that's really sweet too. And then there's just some additional small images and fronds. And then this one that says small, but still important for these mushrooms. So really sweet. So those are all the sets that they, in our most recent design team package. And again, the ones that I worked with are the current pumpkin pecan coffee cake recipe stamp, as well as the sweet, sweet little scarecrow with his son. So two little scarecrows. And I guess it could be a mother and daughter scarecrow too, really just depending on what you want to think in your head, if you will. But I think it's a father and son, and I just thought it was adorable. So here's my pumpkin coffee cake card. I did do some paper piecing with paper blocks like I have been doing recently. I really love this look and how easy it is to put a card together. And I think this is a wonderful technique to use, especially if you don't have a lot of dies, because it gives you a very finished look on your card without using die cuts. The inks that I use, because I know I'll get asked, are Vintage Photo and Antique Linen. Linen is a great color just to make your paper look antiqued. And then to go around your edges, to use the Vintage Photo kind of adds a darker edge to your die cuts. So that is what I did. This is actually white cardstock that I aged with the Vintage Photo ink, and then I aged it with the Antique Linen, and then I used the Vintage Photo around the outside edge. And I did paper piece this with various papers, and the paper pads that I used this very old My Mind's Eye Wicked Mechant Malvado is what it says. And this is a very old My Mind's Eye paper pad from, does it give the year on here? Nope, it really doesn't. So I'm not sure how old this is, but I know that it's old. And but I love the papers in this pad, and lots of things to use for Halloween. And I love this one with the Harlequin print. So I use that one and this beautiful stripe paper on both cards. And then I also pulled out some gingham papers in purple and orange and brown. And then I used also the paper that has the sentiments on it from this paper pad, which I've shown you before, for some of the sentiments on my cards. And this is just a beautiful mega paper pad from, I think, is this Cartabella? Yeah, this is a Cartabella Mega Pad, and it's heavier cardstock, and it has so many beautiful papers in it. I just love this, and I've seen several other people using this paper pad. So just a wonderful paper pad to use. And then for my card bases, again, I use those 5x7-inch cards I got from on clearance at the Paper Studio for at Hobby Lobby. So those are all of my my products that I used. And then I just think this turns out so cute. I cannot wait to try this recipe, Diana. I have a similar recipe for pecan coffee cake, but never with pumpkin. So I'm excited to try that because this is the season for pumpkin in the fall. So I have all the ingredients now. I bought some pumpkin the other day, and I can't wait to make this. So there's the inside of the card. I haven't put a sentiment on the inside of this yet. I'm not sure exactly what I'll be using that card for. And then here is this one, and there's that pumpkin patch sentiment that I used from the paper pad. And then I did take that little acorn stamp and I stamped it along the bottom. And I don't know if you can see it, but I embossed these paper panels with a die from I think it's Concord and Ninth. It's a leaf frond die, and so it impresses into your papers, and that's what I used in the background. And I think I forgot to bring that die in, so I apologize, you guys. If you want to know more about it, you can go to Concord and Ninth and look at their impression plate dies, okay? And on the inside of this one, I again used a sentiment from the Cartabella paper pad that says Hello Fall, and I just added a little piece of that My Mind's Eye paper from the scraps I had left over. And again, this is edged in that vintage photo distress ink. So 2 beautiful cards using Dianna Marcum stamps from Adorn It. And these again are part of that recipe stamp club. You go to recipestampclub.com. On your browser, just type in recipestampclub.com and it will bring up the information so that you can join the Recipe Stamp Club if you're interested. And so appreciative of Dianna Marcum and Adorn It for continuing to bring such beautiful stamps. So those are my projects today for Saturday Morning Makes. Again, I would love your feedback on our hashtag and how we should go forward, if you think we should let it go or if you think we should continue on. This is almost the end of my 3rd year, and I can't tell you what a joy each one of you has been in making Saturday Morning Makes so special. I always have thought of all of you as my co-hosts, as everyone is putting this on as a community together. It's not just me. So if you all want to continue on and continue using Saturday Morning Makes, I will still be here. I will still post. But I may not post every weekend anymore just because things are going on that require my attention. So give me your feedback. Let me know what you think. And again, thank you all for making Saturdays so much fun. Blessings and hugs. Bye now.